today is no different. We thank God for your presence, and of course, we thank God for each and every one of you. On today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes, we thank God
Thank you.
for the presence of Mike Crowder here with us on the GMAP Broadcast Network. Good afternoon, Mike. How are you?
Kevin, I am so swell, I can't take it no more.
Ooh, I love that. I tell you what, I can tell you're doing so much better. You are grateful on today. You are just, you're filled with joy, and we're going to dive right in. Again, let me thank God for each and every one of you. And thank you, Mike, for joining us on today, accepting the invitation to be here with us. And for those that don't know, of course, Mike is one of the GMAP Broadcast Network featured children's authors. And of course, we always want to encourage you to stop by the GMAP Broadcast Network. Click on the tab that simply says Children's Bookstore, and you will see a copy of the covers that we are currently getting ourselves prepared to speak a little bit about here on the GMAP Broadcast Network. But before we do that, let me go ahead and give Mike the opportunity. Man, why don't you do me a favor? Introduce yourself. Tell us a little who you are and tell us where you're from.
Hi, my name is Mike Crowder. I am an author and illustrator of children's books. And let's see, I was born in California, moved to Jacksonville in '73, Jackson, Atlantic Beach, Florida, and I've been here since 1973. And I am married to the most wonderful woman in the whole world, whom I love more than anything in my life, except for maybe my DeWalt. And there you go. That's in a nutshell.
Wow. Well, of course, again, we are grateful for your presence here on the GMAP Broadcast Network, and of course, accepting the invitation, allowing us to be a part of your journey. Now, I want to find out, Mike, how did it all begin for you? I mean, what was the root foundation? What was placed in your heart and in your spirit to begin to write and publish these book publications for people around the world?
Well, it really started with when I was growing up. I do every day of my life from like the time I could hold my crayon, so like I was two or so, and I drew every day of my life. And then I had talking points here to set forth by my wife. There we go. I started at age two, and I attended SCAD where I made. Hold on one second, I'll show it to you. I drew this picture as part of a class project, and when I met my wife in '09, she inspired me to create my alphabet from A to Z book, which I finally started in 2017 and completed it about 20 months later. Um, Reading my notes here. And it's gotten some great reviews. It's been available. I have people in foreign countries with it, and although my sales have not been setting the world on fire, I've gotten really good reviews and getting some good publicity like this. So thank you very much.
Well, it is our pleasure, and of course, we thank you for accepting the invitation, and of course, Hammy Hammerhead's big adventure. Tell us a little bit about that, if you don't mind.
Now, what happened was when I finished my first book, everybody was saying, "So, Mike, what are you going to do for your second book?" And I was like, "Second book?" And so everyone was talking about you should do dinosaurs. And then I kept hearing about how kids these days love sharks. So, and there was that baby shark song. I don't want to talk about it. And so then I came up with the idea for doing sharks. And that's from whence Hammy sprung. And so there you go.
And of course, we cannot forget about Wild About the Alphabet. Of course, that's something that we are always intrigued by growing up. And,
Mhm.
how did that one come about? I mean, what was the root foundation behind that particular publication?
Well, as I said earlier, that was all Gwen's fault. I blame her. And it was just it's a bunch of animals that have interested me my entire life. There are a couple that I did not know about, and I added them in there because I don't know, didn't know letters. Animals that begin with every letter, but they're all in there. And I've got. May I show you? I'm going to stitch over here out of the way here. Well, look what I happen to have cleverly concealed here. Um, so it's got great pictures and interesting facts. Let's see. My favorite animal of all time is the echidna. Um, there you go, the echidna, and it tells interesting facts. Oh, here we go. Sorry, I'm not used to looking like this. E is for elephant too, but it's also interesting facts about the echidna. It's very closely related to the platypus, even though it looks like a hedgehog. Oh, there you go. And so its babies are called puggles, and there's just like a lot of cool stuff about it.
Oh.
Um, did I answer your question?
Hey, yeah,
I
well,
get lost.
absolutely. Yeah, I tell you, man, you are a very interesting young man, and I tell you, you always tend to just kind of maintain my attention during our conversations. Now, I know that there is quite a few people out there on today. They are paying attention to this conversation and/or will receive the rebroadcast. My question is, I know that people are going to want to show their love, care, concern, and support. Many of us have children, grandchildren, great grandchildren. What's the process if someone wanted to actually purchase a copy of one of your publications today?
Well, they're if if they want to, I would really encourage them to go to Amazon because then they can leave reviews and say how wonderful the book is. They can also, if they are so inclined, hint, leave pictures and or videos of children reading them books. Even if they're grown adults, I have grown adults buying them all the time. Well, somewhat for themselves. And I even had one woman who was using it as a coffee table book. Um, so if they want to go on and put videos of them reading or pictures of them reading the books, that would be most appreciated. So
Awesome.
if you go to Amazon and look up Wild About the Alphabet or Hammy Hammerhead's Almost Big Adventure, they will certainly come up and be able to review them. Now, the if they order the second edition of the alphabet, may I show you one more time? So this is the first edition of the alphabet book, Wild About the Alphabet, and this is the second edition. Um, if you order the second edition, I have to send it out, so I sign it and we'll personalize it for you. So when you order it, let me know to whom you want it made out. The same is true if you order the hardback version of Hammy Hammerhead's Almost Big Adventure. I signed and personalized that too. So there,
Awesome.
that's an extra
Well,
special bonus thing.
and of course, again, we don't want any of you to forget about little old GMAP Broadcast Network down here in the lower left-hand corner of everything. If you guys are currently watching our broadcast network television screen, you see a copy of both of those publications listed on your screen. You can visit our broadcast network platform, gmap1.com. Click on the Children's Bookstore tab, and it will take you to the necessary location. You will see a copy of both of these publications placed on our bookstore. You can click on either publication. It will take you directly to where you need to go
Oh,
to
look,
show your love, care, concern, and support. Now, for those individuals that may be on the outside looking in and saying, hey, I'd love to reach out and maybe connect with Mike and find out a little bit more what it is that I can do in order to get my journey started, maybe writing children's books and or books in general. What's the process if someone wanted to reach out and connect with you?
the best way would be if you contact me on Facebook under Mike Crowder, or you can do Mike Crowder, Mike no space Crowder, comma author. That way, I can talk to you, and I'd be happy to talk to you. There are also several author groups on Facebook, of which I'm a member, and one is started by a friend of mine named Jay Miletsky, or Miletsky. I don't know how to pronounce it. Miletsky, and so that he's got some good groups that are really helpful to for people who are just starting out with publishing or printing or writing. Okay.
Awesome.
Um, yeah, I'm rambling. There we go.
Wow. Well, again, we thank God for your presence and we appreciate you allowing us this opportunity to simply assist you in placing your publications and information out there to the eyes and ears of the people, letting them know who you are, letting them know what you're doing about the publications, how they can purchase them, and how they can reach you. Now, if someone were to walk up to you today, and of course, you know as well as I do that no matter what, we are considered role models to someone, whether we like it or not. And
Yeah.
let's just say someone were to walk up to you today and say, Mike, I appreciate what you're doing. I appreciate what you've done. Thank you for the publications. But what's next for Mike Crowder? What would your response be?
Mike Crowder will be, gosh, it sounds crazy. Third person. Anyway, I will be doing, hopefully, my next project will be either illustrating a short story by Robert E. Howard or a collection of short stories by Robert E. Howard. And he's the author of Conan, for those of you who don't know. Uh, so doing black and white illustrations. And hang on, let me show you. These are just pencil sketches. Sketches. Don't get out of line there. Okay. Blah blah blah. Just I don't know. Talk amongst yourselves while I do this. Let's see. Okay, so this is a perspective one. Not going to go with that, I don't think. And I got no, I don't have any more in here. Oh yeah, here we go. One where he's like roughing some guy up over here. Oh, let me get it back there. And I really like that face. And then here he is knocking out a candle as someone is looking through the window. So anyway, either that or my next Hammy Hammerhead book entitled Hammy Hammerhead and the Lost City of Atlantis. As it turns out, Atlantis is built right there in the mountains of Florida, inside the vast Leviathan that is Shark Land.
Mm.
So there you go.
Now, I know that sometimes we have to step aside and allow others to be a part of what it is that we're doing in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Who were some of the people that you had the opportunity to work with during this process of putting these publications together?
Well, primarily it's been me, but it's, since I had, with a lot of help from my wife and my brother and other members of my family, the the primary person or I had published through one company, and I'll be honest, the primary guy has been this Jay Molitsky person whom I met on the internet in Facebook, and he runs at least two or three different groups on Facebook, and he has been a source of inspiration for me, as well as a lot of advice that I needed to do all my printing and publishing stuff.
Awesome. Well, again, we can't thank you enough that you are allowing us to be a part of this process, a part of your journey. We want to do everything that we can in order to assist you. We want you to know that if there's anything that we can do, the phone line is always open. Don't hesitate to pick up the phone and give us a call. Let us know what you need, and we're going to do everything in our power to provide that for you. And of course, the answer will always be yes, and you will never have to ask us twice. We appreciate you, and we thank God for your presence here. For those of you that don't know, of course, again, Mike is a part of the GMAP Broadcast Network family. You can stop by our children's bookstore and click on either one of the covers that you're currently looking at on our broadcast network television screen. It will take you to the necessary location to receive more information about how it is that you can show your love, care, concern, and support by purchasing one or both of the current publications available. We, of course, are going to continue to keep you posted. We're going to be inviting Mike back more and more so he can share with us the process of what he's doing, how things are going, and what may become available for each and every one of you. Of course, many of you will catch the rebroadcast. We will be placing this conversation on our YouTube channel as well as Facebook, and some of you may even receive the opportunity to see it on our Comcast cable program, which airs weekly on Wednesday night on Comcast cable throughout the Chicagoland area. So, with that being said, Mike, we really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule away from your writing and, of course, stopping by and hanging out
Yeah,
with
I,
us
I
here.
was writing. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
hanging out with us here on the GMAP Broadcast Network. We want you to continue to do what it is that you have been blessed to do. Keep us posted. We want you to be blessed, and we want you to continue to be a blessing by distributing and disseminating these publications to children and people around the world, okay?
Thank you so much, Pastor Kevin. I appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate having you, and of course, we will keep you posted on the upload process so we can like, share, and comment on this particular conversation as well as others to come in the very near future. Until next
Hold on one
time.
second. I have to
Yes,
make sure
sir.
I got all my phones. Let's see. Oh yeah. So my talking point is pick them up on Amazon and leave me good reviews. And oh yeah, there we go. So I hit all my wife's talking points, so we're good to go now.
Well, I got to make sure. We always got to make sure because we don't like the way that couch feels when we have to sleep. That couch can become very uncomfortable. So,
Exactly.
again, I'll just reassure and reconfirm that when you stop by Amazon, please be sure to leave a review. Let us know what you think. Tell us you like it. Tell us you don't like it. Tell us, hey, we appreciate it. But leave any type or some form of review, letting the author know, letting Amazon know, letting the world know that you appreciate what it is that you have received and or read from Mr. Mike Crowder. We thank
Oh,
God for you.
I'm
And
sorry.
go ahead. Go ahead. No, no, no,
No,
no.
especially if you like it. If you don't like it, then I can't stop you from not leaving a review. But if you do like it, please do so. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, you know what? Leave a likable review and make sure you show your support. If you don't like it, just give them a thumbs up and keep on pushing. And that way, there's no dislike or dishonor, disrespect, devalue, degrade, or dishonesty about anything. We thank God once again for you, Mike, and thank you so much for hanging out with us on today. We look forward to speaking and connecting with you again very soon, okay?
I look forward to that as well, Kevin. Thank you.
All right. Well, continuous music is on the way, and thank you guys so much for being a part of our day here on the number one faith based, motivational, and inspirational broadcast platform in the country, the GMAP Broadcast Network. We're located at gmap1.com.